Guys, what's going on? It's Savage here, and today we're going to be reviewing The Killing Joke, one of my favorite DC comic things ever. This is one of my favorite ones. I really enjoy this one, guys. Now, we're going to talk about the prologue first. We're going to talk about the first 28 minutes, which was all Batgirl and Batman, plus controversial stuff. So before we get into the video, I just have to say spoiler alert for the entire movie. I'm going to be spoiling the entire movie, but I don't know why you would need a spoiler alert if you've read The Killing Joke. If you haven't read The Killing Joke, I don't know why you're here, honestly, but whatever. Now, my first official thoughts of the actual prologue, the first 28 minutes, was it was all right. It was good in my opinion, but it wasn't what it could have been. The whole Batgirl Batman situation, the sex scene thing, it got blown way out of proportion on social media, Twitter, YouTube. It got too big. It got too big to the point where it almost broke the internet. It almost broke our community. And although I support that decision of the director's decision and what they wanted to do with their story, it kind of was out of character for Barbara Gordon to even do that. I do understand why they did it in the context of, well, she's feeling manipulated. She's feeling really weak right now. Batman's not letting her do what she wants to do. And, there's this really tense tension between the two. And they really want to, they want to do their own separate things. Batgirl wants to go after Paris. And, of course, Batman wants to go after Paris by himself with the police. But Batgirl wants to do it with, herself and just herself alone. And Batman doesn't want her to do that. So they kind of get into this heated argument. And it just continues for like the first at least 16 minutes. And then they finally have that weird little sex scene. It's not even a sex scene, guys. I just have to say this right now. It was a 13-second clip where Barbara Gordon takes off her shirt. That's literally it. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. It's nothing too sexual. If that was what made this movie rated R, which I honestly doubt it is, that's really shocking. Because this movie was really well done. There was a lot of bloody scenes, but the sex scene, it didn't stand out. It was shocking. Yeah, it was shocking. Like, holy shit, Barbara Gordon and Batman sex? What the fuck? But, it wasn't the most shocking thing in the world. Batgirl herself is voiced by Tara Strong, and it's a very good voice. I really do like the voice actor. I really do like Tara Strong herself because she is a very talented lady, great actor, and I would want to see more of her as Batgirl and Barbara Gordon because she plays a really good Barbara Gordon. I'm pretty sure that she did play Barbara Gordon in one of the animated shows. I'm pretty sure it was Batman, the animated series. But I really did enjoy Tara Strong as Batgirl. I really did love Kevin Conroy in Joker. Goddamn, I always mix up Mark Hamill with Joker. I really did enjoy Mark Hamill as the Joker. Man, we're going to get into that right now. So for the main story, it's almost frame by frame the exact same thing from the comics. Almost the same exact thing. They add a little extra scenes, torture scenes, interrogation scenes, and some of those add to the story even more and make it even more amazing. The one thing that I have to say is Mark Hamill, it didn't seem like Mark Hamill was really giving it his all. There were some scenes where I was like, damn, is that it? I mean, I thought you would have gone all full blown, just go into it. And one of those scenes was after, they go into the chemical plant, Ace Chemicals, and of course what they do is they run around and then Batman shows up and then he falls into the chemicals, falls out of it and goes into the kind of river thing and then swims back to the surface and then takes off his helmet and sees himself. I thought that would be the most iconic Joker laugh ever, but what happened was it just turned into a really big, somewhat disappointment because when you think of the Joker, when you think of Mark Hamill, the one thing that you think about is the Joker laugh. The Joker laugh is one of the most iconic things that Mark Hamill has ever done, and there are very, very good iconic moments, but the moment where it's the first Joker laugh ever from Mark Hamill, like this entire scene was built to have such an intense ending, an intense climax, and it just didn't live up to that one expectation of, well, here you go, Mark, just make the most iconic laugh ever. It felt like he was being held back and he wanted to do his normal laugh, which I guess it's fine, but like, come on, we wanted something bigger, we wanted something grander. The story, I'm going to talk about the flashbacks. The flashbacks are one of the most emotional things I've ever seen. It's very emotional. It's very sad. You start connecting with the pre-Joker, and I'm not going to call him Jack. I'm just going to call him pre-Joker. Because, he can't support his family. Now he needs to get into crime to support his family. He's this weird outcast, antisocial personality disorder. Like, he's really, really weird. You start feeling for him. You really want him to succeed, but you already know what's going to happen. Nothing's going to go well for the Joker. And I really do like I don't like the pre-Joker voice as much as I should have. It was still a good voice. I really did feel for him. But at the same time, it's still, I just feel that Mark Hamill holding back. And I don't know if the version I saw was different from anybody else's, but it just felt like he was really, really holding back. Same thing with Kevin Conroy. But besides all of that, the story was so good. Everything about it was so good. I just really love this story. The fact that they did it panel for panel, page for page, was incredible. As soon as I saw Joker point the gun at Barbara Gordon's stomach through her spine, I instantly got chills in my spine because the Joker's eyes started glowing and just pow. And I was just like, God damn, this is just like the comics. And it's the most comic accurate animated movie besides maybe Under the Red Hood or maybe Flashpoint. But Flashpoint's my number one, Killing Joke's my number two. Is it worth your money? Definitely. I would go see this in theaters if I had people to see it with, but I'm saving that movie money to go see Suicide Squad on August 5th. I'm going to pre-order tickets very soon. All the other performances, very good. Kevin Conroy did all right. He did Batman. He's Batman. And before we get into the ending scene, I think Jim Gordon did a very good job. The guy that voiced Jim Gordon, I don't know who that was. Harvey Bullock, I kind of do love Harvey Bullock's voice better in this one. I know Harvey Bullock's not really a big character, but I still liked his voice better in this one than any other interpretation. There's not much else besides that. I mean, it's the Killing Joke page for page. If you like the Killing Joke, if you like that story, skip ahead 28 minutes from the Barbara prologue type of scenes, and then just go to the actual movie itself, and you'll love it. I wouldn't skip the prologue because it gives us more information and character depth to the actual characters themselves and gives them character development and shows you, hey, these are the characters in this universe. This is Jim Gordon. That's what he's like. This is Batman. This is what he's like. This is Batgirl. This is what she's like. It's that type of situation. And there was a Mask of a Phantasm Easter egg that I really liked. It was kind of funny. But it was still kind of disgusting because the guy made her wear a Batman mask while he fucked her. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Very crude humor. I liked the humor, actually. The humor was one of the best parts in this entire movie. The action and the animation, out of this world. I love this animation. I love this art style. I really, really do. And the one problem I have with the current DC lineup movies is the fact that, get this, they're all connected, which is... It's very stupid. It's very stupid. And I just don't know why they have to make them connected. Do they not realize that their movies were better when they were all solo movies? Like Justice League Doom, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, Batman Under Red Hood, Batman Killing Joke was great. Flashpoint Paradox, great, until it got connected to the other movies, which was not great. But now we're going to talk about the ending. The ending to this movie made me almost cry. It made me tear up. It made me drop a tear. You could consider that crying, but it was beautiful. It was very, very great. It was like, I remember reading the comic book The Killing Joke for the first time, or the graphic novel, whatever you want to call it, for the first time, and reading those panels really gave me, like, it was very, very not inspirational, but it was really, really wow. It's wow. I just cannot believe this happened. And when I saw it on screen and heard Kevin Conroy do it and Mark Hamill do it, I teared up a little bit, and I really, really did. Although the voice actors did a very amazing job, it felt like some of them were holding back, but it still was so good. All of it was so good. I don't care what anybody says about the first 28 minutes. I love the first 28 minutes. I didn't love it. I liked it. It was an 8.5. The beginning, the first 28 minutes was an 8.5 out of 10. The rest of the movie, the Killing Joke part, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. besides a few little setbacks and characters and voice actors holding back, this movie was amazing. This movie was incredible. And I really did enjoy it. And I think it's worth your money. If you want to go buy it, you should buy it. I really do advise everybody to go buy it. It is rated R. If you are underage, I suggest you get your parents to just buy it for you. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. You could buy it online with a credit card if you want. It, whatever. But yeah, this movie was great. Now this is the last part of the video. I wish they would have saved this for Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy's last ride. And the reason I say that is because I feel like they would have put more into this actual movie if it was their last time playing these characters. For the last year, they've been very overworked. It seems like they've been doing a lot more Batman and Joker, and I feel like when they started recording The Killing Joke, they really started to feel burnout on these characters, so they started holding back. And that's why I wanted them to do it 5 years down the road, or at least 3 years down the road, to the point where, you get that iconic first Joker laugh from The Killing Joke. You get that incredible laugh from both characters. And you know what? I'm going to bump it down from a 10 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10, because I kind of realized that was kind of fanboyish of me and blind. Because, even though they were great characters and great moments and a great story, the voice acting was not the best. And it could have been so much better. And that's why I'm going to say right now, if you would have waited another 3 years and did The Killing Joke when Mark is done, when Kevin is done, and say, hey, come back for one last run, one last movie, The Killing Joke, give it your all, and it would have been amazing. And that's the only thing I would have asked for, but we didn't get that. It's unfortunate. And although I really did love this movie, it was a 9 out of 10 because of the voice acting, and that's about it. The beginning was the 8.5. The last part of the movie was a 9, and I really did enjoy this movie. Go pick it up in Best Buy or Walmart, and go look at it in theaters. I mean, I don't care. Just go watch the movie. Go buy the movie. Go support the movie. It was so good. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.